Hello and welcome to this video. So are you single and full of heartbreaks? Have you been looking for the one your whole life? Have you tried out a lot of relationships and it teaches you a lot, but then it breaks and you're heartbroken and it doesn't work? And either you have just given up of finding love in someone, or you're still having the idea that you're going to find the one and you're going to find love and potentially you will be fulfilled and healed. And well, so this video is for you because that idea, and you can drop that right now and listen to this instead. So if you're looking for love, stop looking outside of yourself. So this is no news. This is just a reminder that you need to stop chasing love. You need to stop on those dating apps. You can be there if you're bored or whatever. If you know that you're bored, aware of that, you potentially, you want to have some fun. But that's not where you find love. It's not in an external thing. It's not in an external being, like a person. That's not where you find love if you don't have it in you. Do you know where you find love? Well, in you. You were born with love, in the frequency of love. You came into this life. You already knew what love is. We've all, maybe not all, but those of us who have looked in the eyes of a baby have felt love, or have felt the soul, the eternity of love and what it means to be a human. So you just need to remember that that's the path. That stop chasing. Stop now. Stop looking outside of yourself. Stop trying to find it in someone else. Stop trying to be someone for someone else, or stop trying to make someone else be someone for you. You stop it, because that is not the path if you want true, deep love. The only way in is in. The only way is in. The only way to love is in you. That's where you will find it. The more you fall into your own body, into your own mind and soul, the more you will fall into the frequency of love, the more you will start to see the beauty around you, the more you will start to be aware of how beautiful nature is. It sounds cliche, and it is sort of, but it's true. Like really, the more you have the capacity to cut off the attention and the chasing to external things, and really, go inside and see what you find there, and really work on loving yourself, really work on self-love. And I know that, it's a very abstract thing. It might be you don't know how to do, and actually I've created a course for it, How to Love Yourself and Live Fully. The link to it is in the description, so that might guide you, or you might be guided by other things, or you might know how to do it. But anyway, that's not the theme for this video. It's just a reminder that that's where you find love. You look inside and you start loving yourself. And you know what? The more you start loving yourself, the more rewarded you will be. So if there is someone, if there is a person that you want to make it work out with, or that you want to love you, if that person is for you, that person will come to you the more you love yourself. Or if that person is not for you, then someone else or something else will come to you the more you love yourself. So it's like this mixture of doing the work necessary, like going inside and loving yourself, but then letting go of control. You don't know who you will end up with. If you try to choose a partner out of your mind, you will potentially risk choosing someone from your past traumatic programming. You will choose someone who doesn't value you, and that person doesn't value him or herself either. And it's just a repetition of trauma. So that seems like an inefficient path. So a more efficient path is to start to love yourself, so that a person that also loves him or herself will come and love you. So then you are operating like in the same reality, like in the reality of love, and it's more efficient. However, of course, the path to get there might be to meet a lot of different, have a lot of lessons of life through relationships. You know, don't get me wrong, we learn a lot from relationships, but this is video like as if you've had like 10 of those lessons and you're getting sort of tired of, you know, another lesson through a relationship. So why don't you instead learn something from the relationship with yourself? So then don't go into more relationships, not romantically anyway. Instead, cultivate friendships, take care of yourself, nurture yourself, and focus on what you love to do in life and on yourself, and go inside and start loving yourself. The more you love yourself, the more you will attract things and people that are good for you. Stop chasing. The moment you stop chasing, you will be rewarded. And I know how hard that is. It might say, yeah, I have stopped. I promise. The mind tells you. But still, in your heart, you're still obsessing about someone. And when you obsess about someone, you can see that they are still taking up space in your subconscious because they are there to learn. They're there to teach you something. So if you're obsessing over someone, try to think about what is it that I'm obsessing about and what does it represent? What does this person want to teach me about me? So use also relationships as mirrors. So if you feel like someone is abandoning you, take it as a mirror. Make it reverse. Okay, is it me that am I abandoning me? Is it actually, that's what the lesson is I shouldn't chase after this person or be sorry for this person or try to get this person to not abandon me. I should see it as a mirror. I should stop abandoning me. How do I do that? Well, that depends on how your life looks like. But generally speaking, take care of yourself, listen to yourself, and really focus on you. Focus on you in every area in your life. This is not being egoistic or narcissistic, because egoism or narcissism is driven by fear and not love. This is really to take care of you is always love. To try to seek validation from other people, that's not potentially love, that's fear, and that can be egoistic. But if it's just focus on you, that's self-love. And the more you do, the more you attract good things. But anyway, you can, what you can have relationships for is to be your mirrors. To be your mirror. So if you've had many heartbreaks, try to see the theme. How do I often feel with these heartbreaks? I feel forgotten. I feel not valued. I feel not respected. I feel like they are not paying attention to me. Or I feel like I'm not interested in them, or they're not interested in me. Or I feel like I'm losing interest in them. I feel like I want to escape. And then just reverse all of this. So what does this say about me? I am not valuing myself. I am not treating myself with respect. I am not remembering myself. I am losing interest in myself. I want to escape myself. I am not appreciating me, etc., etc., etc. So just take it as a mirror. Everything, take it as a mirror. If you really want to heal, stop focusing on what they are doing. Focusing on yourself. And that's like a loss of control, which is all this is about. Because it might be like you feel in control when you're trying to figure out someone else and trying to be someone for that person, or trying to work on yourself, but all the time in relation to who this person is for you. So let go of that control. Just take it as information about you, and heal those parts in you that you have neglected, like you abandon yourself or you're not appreciating yourself. And that's how you can use relationships, or what triggers in you through relationships, to your advantage, to love yourself more. And eventually it might be that you're not dependent on love in someone else. You're not dependent on a relationship. I mean, that's the goal, that you get independent, because the only thing you're dependent on eventually, if you reach the goal, is love. I mean, we all need love, so that's where your dependency can lay in, but not like in a person. And then that's where magic can start to happen, when you truly live in love with yourself and stop looking outside of yourself. Then you're more in a receiving mode, and you're living more aligned and less distracted, and that's when you can start to live fully. So this is just a reminder to you to really stop chasing, start falling into yourself, start looking inside. That's where you will remember the love you have for yourself that you always had there, but you forgot. And that's where you will find more fulfillment in life, in the privacy of your own heart. And other people are inspirations and lessons, and other events are inspirations and lessons. Be open to them, but then reverse the question, what can this teach me about myself? So good luck on that. And I hope this was helpful. I wish you a continuously good day.